drove here from their homes to play music for you. And Blake Shelton didn't drive in at all. He'll be coming to us from a ranch in Oklahoma. All right, I'm Bobby Bones. If you love this show tonight, then the Circle Network was made for you. We're not only the TV home of the Opry, but also many other great country music shows as well. So check us out, the Circle Network. We're in your city. Go to circleplus.com or your cable guide to find out where. If you're on Dish, you'll find the Opry on channel 102. Here in Nashville, we have the best mayor's office in the country. Thanks to him and Vanderbilt Medical Center for their guidance in keeping us safe and healthy. Also, we can keep the music tradition alive for you every Saturday night. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get to the stage. Trace and Dustin and Blake will be joining us from Oklahoma in just a little bit. Live from the Opry. This is going to be a very special night. The circle is unbroken. Let's go to the stage. My friends, Trace Adkins and Dustin Lynch, and very soon, Blake Shelton from Oklahoma. Here we go.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. Welcome to the Grand Ole Opry. It's kind of weird. Here we are, Dustin, my friend Dustin Lynch, with us tonight in an empty house, but we will not be silenced. The show's going to go on.
Absolutely.
So we're really happy to be here tonight and really glad that my best friend joining us from Oklahoma tonight, Mr. Blake Shelton, is here somewhere, I think. And we're going to hear him sing. I think the first song he's going to do is God's Country.
Yep.
Go on, Blake.
So about no more than a year and a half ago, I guess, I was out on the ranch here in Oklahoma, and I was actually doing some work. I wasn't on a tractor. I was on a little thing called a skid steer. Some people call them a bobcat. I guess that's a brand name. But I was doing a little work, little mulching work, grinding up some small trees and things. And I got an email from Scott Hendricks, and he said, "Hey man, I don't know what you're doing and what your plans are, but if you're thinking about music or thinking about recording, I was going to send a few songs your way." And it was funny that he sent me that text or email because I was thinking at that time period, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do with recording and stuff? I just didn't really know where I fit in anymore. Not that I felt like I didn't fit in. I just didn't know what my next move was going to be and what made the most sense for me because, the music industry is changing so rapidly. That anyway, I said, well, man, send some songs, and I figured out how to work the little Bluetooth thing there in my skid steer, and this is the first song that he sent me, and so I was mesmerized. I was shocked. I probably listened to this thing, 10 times in a row. I just couldn't believe that this song was sent to me in that moment of wondering what I was going to do next, because the answer was, I know exactly what I want to do. I want to continue to make records that move me, just like this song. Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on a muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a been found Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in the 40 God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on a muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water, shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a being found, Dixie whistled in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Yeah, I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on a muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water, shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a being found, Dixie whistled in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
I'm always afraid he's going to blow a gasket singing that song. I don't know if y'all could hear it, but I was singing the high harmony part on that.
You nailed it.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. Did
I was way up there.
they have your mic
I
on?
was
You
singing
sounded
as high
great.
as- I know, it was awesome. Oh, yeah, whatever. Speaking of awesome,
It's Opry Performance is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Let's get back to nature.
Hey, glad you guys are here. It's another great week. We're super pumped that you're here. We're glad we keep the music going. We just want the shows to be amazing every week, and thank you for your feedback, and thank you for sharing that the Opry is still rolling. And every time you share this, maybe a friend's seeing the Opry for the first time. So if you're watching the stream now, just click that share button. That'd be cool. Now let me say this, that Verizon's Pay It Forward Live is our partner tonight. We're super excited about that because there's so much good happening right now. You're seeing a lot of people get together and do a lot of great things, and Verizon is a part of that too. They want to encourage everyone to support small businesses. One way you can support is to go to verizon.com/payitforwardlive, and you can purchase gift cards there that support small businesses in your area. I was looking at this a minute ago, and for me, there are a couple places I wanted to mention. First of all, like, my hair doesn't just cut itself. I got to be honest with you. Greenpeace Salon, which is kind of in West Nashville, and my hairstylist, Crystal, they're local. You know, they haven't been able to be open. They're not going to be able to be open for a bit. So it goes to help out people like that, like Greenpeace Salon, which, by the way, just a tip, what I do is, if you can, I get on my Venmo, and like my hairstylist, for example, when I'm supposed to get a haircut and I can't get one from her, I just send her $50 because I know she, like a lot of people, are struggling right now. And I was like, hey, appreciate you, wish I could get a haircut right now, but just trying to look out for her. So if you can do that too, if you can look out for somebody, that's what Verizon's doing here too. We're looking out for each other. Also, I'll say this, if you come to Nashville, you should go to Nashville. It's one of the places that when you're like, where do I go? Because you might see someone like Vince Gill there. So in Vince's honor, I'm going to shout out Nashville too. So again, go over to verizon.com/payitforwardlive to purchase gift cards that support the small businesses in the area, in your area, help out where you need it the most. So that's one of the things happening tonight. Obviously, this is the first time I've been a part of anything like this, where we have Dustin and we have Trace and we also have Blake, and maybe a surprise, which is kind of a surprise. Like, you probably already know because it's been all over the news, but it's a really cool show. We have people all over the place. Talk about social distancing. We got like 500 miles or so. So just glad you guys are here. I'm going to read back some of the comments a little later on as to, what you guys think of the show and the past shows. And I was able to look at the Garth and Trisha comments too from last week. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm Bobby Bones. Let's go back to the stage now. We're at the Opry. The circle is unbroken. Here is Dustin and Trace. We'll see you guys in just a second.
welcome back to the Grand Ole Opry, coming to you live from the Opry House. I'm here with my buddy Dustin Lynch. And you just heard my old friend Blake Shelton sing, and he's joining us now live from Oklahoma. Blake Shelton. Hey, Blake.
Hello, and hello to you, Dustin Lynch. I love you.
What's up, brother? Love you back.
And Thank you. And Trace, I love you too.
Oh,
I still don't feel like 600 miles is quite enough social distancing for you and I.
yeah. I like it better when you're in California. Yeah, it's a little too close for comfort. This is the way we should only talk, is like this on the Zoom.
I know. I wonder if when we tour again, and hopefully next time it won't get called off halfway through. I wonder if I can just have you do this Zoom Skype thing or whatever we're doing for your performance each night, so I don't have to sit by you. I'm just wondering.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it. All right. How's the whole sequestering thing been going for you guys?
Isn't sequestrian like horse
I thought
sports
it said
and things
sequester.
like
I didn't say sequester. What sequester? What'd you say? You said sequestrian.
Oh my God, you're so hillbilly. I can't even understand your language.
Okay, well, how you doing since hiding? That's better.
I'm loving it. I got to be honest with you. I hate these circumstances, but I love being home for a couple of months. I haven't been home for a couple of months in a row since probably high school. So having a fun spring, planting a bunch of, tomatoes, sweet corn, all that. I'm actually doing country things that country singers sing about. I'm actually doing it this time.
Me too,
Yeah.
man. That's all I've been doing, working on the farm. Dustin,
Same.
been slaughtering turkeys and.
Oh, that's country right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eating them.
Yeah. Well, glad you're with us tonight, man. Sincerely good to see you, and I'm glad you're healthy and everything. So, how about doing another song for us?
You got it, buddy. I'm going to do Old Red because I feel like that one in Austin. Those were my first two hits, and I go back and forth on which one I feel like is a more pivotal record in my career. But since I'm actually I performed these songs at Old Red and Tishomingo, that seems appropriate. So let's do it.
Do it.
Well, I caught my wife with another man, and it cost me 99. On a present farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line. Well, I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the warden my friend. So he sentenced me to a life of ease, taking care of Old Red. Now, Old Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. He's got a nose that can smell a 2-day trail. He's a 4-legged tracking machine. You can consider yourself mighty lucky to get past the gators and the quicksand beds. But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching, have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Well, I paid off the guard and I slipped out a letter to my cousin up in Tennessee. Oh, and he brought down a blue tick hound. She was pretty as she could be. Well, they pinned her up in the swampland about a mile just south of the gate. And I take Old Red for his evening run. I just drop him off and wait. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching, have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come. Yeah. old Red got real used to seeing his lady every night. So I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun, and I smiled when I heard him turn Red out. As I was headed north to Tennessee, and old Red was headed south, and the warden sang, "Come on, somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching, have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun. Red'll have you treat for the morning come." Now there's red-haired blue ticks all in the South. Love got me in here, and love got me out.
That's my favorite.
I was about to say, yeah.
That's my favorite song. You just be quiet till you're called on again. All right? We'll get back with you in a few minutes. That was good, though. I gotta give it to you. All right, Dustin. We're back to the Grand Ole Opry. It's the Trace and Dustin show
I like the sound of that.
with Blake.
Oh, yeah.
Blake's here too.
Hi, Dustin.
Forgot about
Hi, Dustin. Hello,
Hi.
Dustin.
You're still there.
I'm here.
So, hey, listen, big doings this week. That duet you did with Gwen went #1. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. That's Gwen's very first country single at all, much less her first #1 country single. So she is on cloud nine. She couldn't be more excited about it. And you know how she is. She's just happy to be a part of all this stuff, you know. So the fact that the song reacted the way it did, and I was thinking today, you know, of my duet partners of recent. I'm so, as much as I love you, Trace, I'm so much happier to be quarantined with Gwen than you.
Well, Dustin and I would like to borrow her so we could have #1s too.
Yes.
Just saying. That's the only
Red
reason
Rover,
we had
Red
one.
Rover.
First of all, that sounds disgusting. You're never borrowing my girlfriend.
I was wondering where he was headed with that.
He knows he's sitting in the circle right now, so he has to clean it up a little bit.
Come on, man. Hey, I know something else. I hope she's excited about her Opry debut.
Yeah, she's very excited about it. They actually sent her, because we weren't able to be there because of this. They sent her little parking place thing that they give everybody for their first performance, and they sent. You've been seeing it actually, the Grand Ole Opry microphone stand, which you've been seeing in my performances, but she was just taken back by the fact that they were so kind, and you know, I told her that, you know, it's an honor for us to have her, and you'll see what she says. She's very happy to be able to be here tonight and perform on the Grand Ole Opry. You know, I think over the years people forget the Grand Ole Opry isn't just a building; it's a radio show, and you know, maybe the most famous radio show of all time, and possibly maybe the longest running. I don't know,
the longest running.
Gotta be, yeah. And so, you know, saying it that way, it makes us feel better about the fact that we really are on the Grand Ole Opry tonight, even though we can't be there and be on that stage. We're still on the radio show, and we're pumped about it.
Yeah. Well, let's get to it. This is Gwen Stefani with Blake Shelton, her Opry debut, Nobody But You.
Okay, everybody, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for.
I've been waiting. Is this happening? Am I really on the Grand Ole Opry?
I know it. This is Gwen Stefani, everybody, and I want to say to you, as an Opry member, that very honored to have you on this show. And even though we're doing the, you know, the Oklahoma Old Red Grand Ole Opry appearance because of everything that's going on, as soon as this is all over with, we've got to get you to the Opry House in Nashville and do this that way also.
That would be, this is already insane. That would be another level.
Okay. Let's do a song. Don't have to leave this town to see the world, 'cause it's something that I gotta do. I don't wanna look back in 30 years and wonder who you're married to. I wanna say it now, wanna make it clear, for only you and God to hear. When you love someone, they say you set them free, but that ain't gonna work for me. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna even breathe. I don't wanna dream about you. I wanna wake up with you next to me. I don't wanna go down any other road now. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Looking in your eyes now, if I had to die now, I don't wanna love nobody but you. All the wasted days, all the wasted nights, I'll blame it all on being young. Got no regrets, 'cause it got me here. I don't wanna waste another one. I've been thinking about what I want in my life. It begins and ends the same. If I had to choose what I couldn't lose, there'd only be one thing. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna even breathe. I don't wanna dream about you. I wanna wake up with you next to me. I don't wanna go down any other road now. I don't wanna love nobody but you. Looking in your eyes now, if I had to die now, I don't wanna love nobody but you. But you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Gwen Stefani with Blake Shelton singing background vocals.
How did he pull that off? Her, by the way.
I don't know. He outkicked his coverage on that one, is all I can tell you.
A mile.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was ridiculous. But anyway, that's the #1 song in the country because that's how we roll on the Grand Ole Opry. So you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm going to do a song now that I recorded in 2012. And it was poignant then, but I think even more so now. And I just wanted to do this song because everybody needs to be reminded of what's in our DNA, where we come from and who we are. We're tough. And this too shall pass. But this is a song called Tough People Do. Back in '39, she was 26. She was the wife of a soldier trying to raise 4 kids on rationed out beans and watered down milk, trying to keep them all warm in a patchwork quilt. Well, that Great Depression ended about 1945, but Grandma lived to be 92. See, tough times don't last, tough people do. Tough people pull themselves up by the bootstraps when they hit hard luck, and they stay strong and they keep on fighting like they don't know how to lose. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Those talking heads on CNN say we'll never make it through the tough times we're in. Unemployment's up and the market's down. and nobody seems to know what we ought to do now. Well, I'd interrupt that program with a little headline of my own. This just in from the old red, white, and blue. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Tough people pull themselves up by the bootstrap when they hit hard luck, and they stay strong and they keep on fighting like they don't know how to lose. Tough times don't last, tough people do. I've been out of work day 45. My bank account's about bone dry. I've been looking for a job, no luck so far. But I bought a little time when I sold my car. Well, I'll go dig a ditch if that's what it takes. Baby, somehow or another we'll get through. 'Cause tough times don't last, tough times don't last, tough people do. Tough people do.
Tonight's Opry performance is brought to you by American Home Shield. Be sure with the Shield.
Well, I'm reading you guys' comments. You guys keep sending them along because you love the Blake and Trace back and forth as much as anyone does. Blake calling Trace hillbilly. Ha, ha, ha. I got a lot of those here. And also Cynthia Zachary Rice says, watching from Bear Verte, NL, Canada. Love the Opry. I got to be honest with you, I don't really know where that is. I did have an Ottawa Senators cap on today as I played golf outside, and a lot of people were commenting on that. A lot of my Canadian radio listeners, because my show's all through Canada too. But keep sending your messages and keep pushing share if you're watching this on Facebook. Just a lot coming in here. Let me remind you of this too. I know I mentioned this earlier, but a lot of you guys were asking me to say it again, is that we've been working with Verizon. You can support your favorite local business very easily. For every hashtag Pay It Forward Live shout out, tagging your favorite local business, Verizon's going to donate $10 up to $2.5 million to the Verizon Small Business Recovery Fund. So all you have to do is do hashtag Pay It Forward Live and then shout out your small business. Then people on your Facebook page will also see the business that you love. Maybe they'll remember that and go because, they're here for us. We're here for them. We're all in this together. So continue to do that. Small businesses, we got to, I mentioned earlier, you can go and pick up food curbside. My hairstylist, I'm trying to shoot a little money on Venmo between now and then. People in my life have always looked out for me. So, in this instance, I'm trying to do the same, and I hope you guys are as well. A lot of questions here about the first time that I've interviewed Blake. The thing about Blake is he doesn't live in Nashville, so when he comes to town, it's always a big scene. And I know Blake pretty well. Blake's very large. Trace is very large. When they stand beside each other, you're like, they're just two normal-sized dudes, but it's like two NFL players standing by each other. I guess the last time I spent some real time with Blake was about a year ago. I went out to his ranch. I was out there for a couple days. And that thing, it's a lot of land. There's a lot of animals. You can tour the place and see all the animals. He's got like a big video game room. And I don't want to say too much and reveal anything about Blake's place. But if you drive up to Blake's ranch, they know you're coming way before you get there. It takes a while to get there, and it's a very thin dirt road. But Blake is the best. And Gwen was there too. Had a big spread of food and just had a good night of playing music. You often wonder, do artists, when they go home, pull out the guitar and play music? In this case, they did. It was about a 3-hour-long jam session. And it oddly wasn't Blake playing his songs for the most part. It was Blake just playing songs that he loves. That's what a lot of these artists will do. They don't. I hang out with Dustin a little bit. He never pulls out his guitar and just plays Riding Roads. It's always songs that kind of inspired him. Also, let me throw a shout out to Dustin's mom who's watching and dad, who I love, who live about an hour and a half from here, who've been on my radio show before too. So a big shout out to them as well. Glad you guys are watching and loving it. I'm loving it. Loving hearing from you guys. From the Opry in Nashville, we're going to go back to the stage. Trace, Dustin, Blake, here we go.
Welcome back to the Grand Ole Opry. I'm Trace Atkins here with my buddy Dustin Litch, and joining us from Oklahoma live, Blake Shelton. And he's going to do one more song for us before we turn him loose. And tell them that story you were telling me a while ago.
I'm going to do one of my favorite Steve Wariner songs, maybe the favorite. It's a close call between The Weeknd and I Should Be With You, but I'm going to be doing I Should Be With You tonight just because I wanted to do something to throw back to my favorites. And Steve Wariner is one of my favorite people and also one of my favorite artists. And I texted him today and I said, hey, man, I'm going to do your song tonight on the Grand Ole Opry. And I said, my apologies if I screw up all the chords. Because, Steve doesn't write 3 or 4 chords like normal people. He does all these weird tuning. He's just a guitar genius, So, and I said, man, I apologize if I screw it up. And he literally sent me the YouTube of how to learn how to play I Should Be With You. And I did watch it. And I'm so far off the mark. It's embarrassing, but I was able to, in my way, to get through the song. So anyway, that's what we're going to do now. But before I leave, I want to say thank you guys for having me on. Dustin, I love you. Trace, you know how much I love you and how much we all love the Grand Ole Opry. And thanks for having me on.
All right, Hoss.
Great seeing you, dude.
See you, man.
I met a lady on the plane to California. She reminded me so much of you. And when she asked what I was doing here, well, then it hit me. Crazy things a dollar makes us do. I should be with you right now. The state that you're in, I should be holding you instead of losing my mind. Just when you need me the most, so does the coast. But I swear I'll make it up to you this time. I pass a family as they hug before departure. It just reminds me you're alone. And I hold the quarter that'll take my voice back to you. To hear you say I need you here at home. I should be with you right now. The state that you're in, I should be holding you instead of losing my mind. Just when you need me the most, so does the coast. But I swear I'll make it up to you this time. Yes, I swear I'll make it up to you this time. Love you, Steve Wariner.